Hey everyone, Boss here. So this will be a first video in hopefully will become a series of dev blogs about my game Dominion Master, which is this YouTube channel is supposed to be all about. So most of the time I spend on the project is not doing sexy stuff, but I thought that maybe people might be interested anyway if I work on like micro features or something, so you can actually understand what I'm working on and why. So at the moment I'm working on this trailer, and the trailer is made up of lots of video segments, and one of the video segments is this battle here that I'll play, and this is what the last kind of finished quote version of it looks like. So overall, it's not too bad. I mean, there's some cool stuff going on. You can see there's a bit of building destruction with physics happening. There's some blood and gore. There's cannons. I really like the effects on the rifles and the guys shooting. I like the animation of the little goblins running. And now let's talk about things I don't like. So, what I don't like is that a couple things. So, I don't like that these guys standing next to the cannons are also shooting. And one problem I have with that is that it's very hard to find an animation so specific as loading a cannon. So I'll probably have to find like a miscellaneous crouching and using an item animation. So I'm gonna fix that. Another thing that is a bit annoying is these goblins. I've actually just taken them out of the game and I've stopped using that model and I'm using a different one. The Minotaurs I think are okay, although I have a different model for them. I'll probably release it as a skin or something. And the other thing that really bothers me is that this doesn't really show a lot of the content that's currently in the game. So, like for example, you have spellcasting in this game. So I thought that I would add some guys to cast spells. And another thing that I'd really like is there's a really cool Cyclops model that I downloaded from Turbo Squid, and fits absolutely perfectly into my my theme, where I have kind of like the orcs and all these monsters being together because they're essentially mutants. So this is the model that I'm talking about. Now, I can't have this guy just, T-posing in here or doing the same thing that my trolls are doing, and I might swap these out eventually as well, and don't really like this model that much. But what I thought I'd do is have this guy throwing a rock, basically. I'm going to get rid of this guy and have this guy tossing a rock. And he's going to toss a rock, and when the rock hits this tower, it's going to destroy it, basically, in one shot. And I'll have, like, a camera showing him tossing the rock, and then I'm going to have him toss it, and then the camera's going to quickly switch to, show this base with the rock hitting it and destroying it. The other thing that I've already added is a couple witches. So I've got like a witch here, and another one. And I've scripted them to cast Fireball, to spam Fireball casting. And I had to make the fireballs that they cast do a single point of damage, because otherwise they destroy the gates too quickly. And actually they end up doing that anyway. So Another problem is there's a huge amount of errors in the console when I run this, and some of these are going to be easy to fix, so I really want to not have all these tons of errors spamming the console, so we want to fix this. Alright, so this error is caused by is readable being false here, so I'm gonna, that should get rid of some of these, and I'm gonna turn off the Cyclops for now just to check that nothing else is I don't have any other things that are broken. Okay, and I think the immediate problem, so let's do things in order of difficulty. So first thing is when the witches, when I run it, there's 3 witches and all 3 of them shoot fireballs at the gate, which causes the gate to instantly explode, which is not really what I want. And for some reason Unity always, especially on this scene, it takes so long to just start running. I mean, I've got a beast computer now. I spent like $4 grand on my computer. It was pretty much the best one in the store that you could buy. And it still takes me this long to start the scene. I mean, it shouldn't be that bad. Alright, so there's the witches casting their fireballs, and all the walls are jiggling around because the physics on them are not configured very well. So okay, so Cyclops is still bugging out. That's fine. We'll just ignore that for now. See, why, like, this thing I don't understand about Unity, right? Why does exiting cause it to re-import all this stuff? What are you re-importing, Unity? Tell me. Okay. Now let's put the console down here. Right, so this is the wall rampart construction. I'm gonna get rid of some of this missing scripts. It's always good to clean up garbage, although I probably have this on all of these. Okay, so we'll remove it from got rid of the garbage, and now I want to make sure that each of these buildings they should have a components, and I should put this here so you can see what I'm doing. Although it's very nice to be able to work on 2 screens, so that it's not great for filming. So I have a properties component. This is like their stats basically, and I want to give them a bazillion health. Right, so they have 1 health at the moment. That's not what we want, so I want to give them 100 health. And I think all of these are going to inherit those properties. So now when I push play, those walls shouldn't not get instantly destroyed by the fireballs. Initially I thought that the fireballs did too much damage, and they were doing 25 damage. So I changed them all to do 1 damage, just so it didn't destroy the walls. And the wall is still getting destroyed, so it makes sense that the wall has 1 health. So the other thing is this branch of the project is separate from the main branch. So because we're doing so many hacks essentially to get things to work quickly for the trailer, we decided to kind of quarantine all the hacks into a separate, yeah, there we go. So it's not destroying the walls anymore, although it kind of see, some of them are facing the wrong direction. They're all facing like a random direction. So okay, so let's, and there's a guy here who's just standing around doing nothing. Alright, cool. So let's fix the direction that the witches are facing in. They should all face towards the target that they're facing, that they're shooting at. So if we go to shoot fireball's behavior, right, and what we want to do, we want to change stores current rotation. So I don't have anything. Alright, look at destination. Alright, let's look at action task. Agent transform, look at, and look at is the position that they're looking at. So how does that work when all of them are supposed to be turning to look at the target? Turn. Look at action. Okay, so that's the only way I have a move of turning them at the moment. Now, okay, let's run this again. So I believe if that behavior that they have, it runs multiple times. So if I move them around, they should continue turning. Okay, so let's select her. I mean, it does look like, I mean, this one's not facing the right direction, but, oh no, she is. So blue, okay, so that is basically where they're looking. So in theory, all of them should move towards the same. See, these two are okay. This one, I've got no idea why she's facing the wrong way. Maybe there we are. Nope. Okay. Why do these have so hard to click on stuff because so many things happening. Oh, how bizarre. So every time she does a spell, she turns. It must be the animation that's doing it, because from what I see, she's not moving. So it's not the model. You need to find out what's actually turning. Yeah, okay. It looks like that's the problem. That root motion, so let's turn that off. And funny enough, some of them had it turned on and some didn't. That would explain why their behavior was not consistent. Okay, and now the next thing that I want to do is, I don't want them all to shoot at the same target. So this one can shoot at the wall here, and this one and this one is going to shoot at this wall. This wall here. Alright, so now they're all going to shoot at different walls. And the next thing I want to do is find a cool risk crouching animation. So I want to find like a, I mean, I guess just having a crouching animation would be better than having them shoot. So I'm just going to pause and check on, log into Mixamo and check there. So good news, Mixamo actually has a perfect animation for using Canon, so you can basically use this. So normally they'd have like a rope, but I mean, we're not going to bother with that much detail. I don't think it's that important. So I'm going to download that without the skin. Yeah, that looks okay to me. download it into our downloads folder. And the other thing we want to do is look for like a load. Maybe there's like a loading gun. I mean, I'm really no, I didn't expect it to be one. So let's look for just using. So we want like using and crouching to an animation. So the guy is like loading the gun when he's not pulling the rope to shoot it. But it looks like I might not have an animation to use there. Could use cow milking, I guess, and have them basically turn towards the cannon and do that. Yeah, I mean, could be worse. So download those two animate. So this will be a reload. It's not cow milking, it's reloading the cannon. Right, and the other one is shoot. I want to find the guy who's shooting a machine gun. Because I have a Maxim machine gun that I want to add in as well. There's a lot of games that have medieval cannons. I haven't seen any that allow you to use a machine gun. Okay. Nothing. Could use that, I guess. I mean, it could be worse. It's like he's if I don't find anything better, then we'll use that one. But yeah, there's not. It's a lot of poses. But where's the shooting animations? It's a very specific animation, so I don't think I'm really going to be able to find what I need exactly. Alright, I think I'll stop there and put these animations in. Alright, so I've copied in these animations. Now the next thing I'm going to do is set them up. And should be set read right here. Right, and these guys are going to be playing so I've got my animator over here, and I'm going to add a couple more animations to them. Just take a walk in and this will be shoot cannon, and then we'll make another one reload. Okay, now I think I put that in there, and in here we want to put in reload. And well, what the hell? What the hell is wrong with that animation? Oh man, this is what happens when you use third-party assets. They just find all kinds of weird, annoying problems with them. Like, what the fuck is wrong with his legs? This one looks fine. So I guess I need to, looks like it has a little bit of root motion, so that looks alright. And I'm not sure if this is a problem with the avatar. This pose is very strange. Why is it all kind of twisted? I must admit, I'm not an expert in this area. Okay. Okay, let's try that. Lower leg, foot, upper leg, lower leg, and then hands are fine. That's the upper chest, spine, hips. That all looks fine to me. That looks much better. But what if I put a Cossack? What happens if I put a Cossack into it? So Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna pause. Alright, so I grabbed a different animation and it looks like that. Now it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Alright, so how they shoot this, and then I want this transition to be a little bit longer. Okay, and I want this to not do any. It's weird how it's like slightly underground. Yeah, it's not great that they're sliding around, but I mean, I think that is better than having them shooting a rifle standing next to the cannon. And the cannon shoots on its own as well. So let's change this just to shoot. And this transition will just condition. Pretty sure if there's no conditions, then it just automatically goes from one end to the other. I have to make sure that it syncs with the. I mean, I can use events, but it's another annoying thing that it's just a throwaway for now. So I don't want to do that. Now, so I added those animations in. So I just want to save the scene. Why is it taking so much time? So, is there already a shoot? Oh, okay. Shoot big. Alright, shoot big. So now what I want to do is find Cossack cannon, and this will be Cossack cannon 2. And now what I want to do is get my timeline. And find where their animation here is playing. Right. Of course, they may not have an animation that's playing. They might just be actually attacking, which is so the way that this trailer and recording works is it's kind of like a 50-50 of using in-game mechanics and just baking animations and so on. Like the witches attacking the walls, for example, they're shooting the actual fireball ability, and it's doing damage to the walls. So that's all like game mechanics. But the targeting logic is basically hard coded just for this scene. So we try to use what we can that we already have, but there's no point trying to Like this is like a trailer, so you really don't want to have unpredictable results and actually just run the whole scene, like, you know, set it up and just run it as a gameplay thing, because we could do that. If we did that, then it would just be real chaotic, and it right now it wouldn't look that cool because we don't have as much nice things like AI and stuff for the units. It's pretty basic at the moment, so it doesn't look like it's there, which means that these guys are probably being run using some kind of behavior, pre-attack behavior. So if I want to run this and see, the other thing I could of course do is just make a copy of the animation controller that they're using and change the animation that they're currently playing in that. So that's what I'll probably end up doing, because quick and dirty, which is what I'm after at the moment. This trailer scene. Alright, so I wanna, just the problem with doing a recording while I'm doing development is that I really need 2 monitors to understand what's going on, because working inside tiny little boxes is pretty uncomfortable. Alright, so they're actually attacking. Why? He's running the behavior of the actual attack. Right, okay. So, either way, I'm going to be copying either the behavior that these guys are doing, or I'm going to be copying the animation. So I think it's easier to copy the animation, because I mean I want them to keep doing what they're currently doing, but just play a different animation. So I can either change their, you know, behavior, but that's the more complicated way of doing it. So I think I'm just gonna find their animation controller, make a copy of it, say 2, and delete shoot and rename this one to shoot. Okay, and hopefully this looks better. I need to change them to use this new animation controller. Alright, and now let's try this. So let's save. So I always forget to save. Wait half an hour for Unity to just save this one little thing. Okay, and now let's run it again and see what this shooting animation looks like. So the next time I do these videos, I'm gonna like you to comment in the video if you'd prefer to see this sort of style of devlog where you can actually see me working on the game or working on parts of the game, and almost in real time, or if you would prefer that I just kind of like show the little mini features that I work on and I don't show all the troubleshooting stuff that I do. Right, so I have to get rid of their guns. That's fine. So if I unpause it, I think that that's basically good enough, right? Like, it's a little bit out of sync. But I mean, it's very, very, I think it's kind of hard to tell when you're looking at it like this. And I can fix it. Yeah, I think that's basically good enough. I don't think anyone's gonna look at this and be like, oh no, the animations are out of sync. I can probably fix it later on when we're releasing the game or something. Okay, now I need to find of course his musket is going to be in his inventory, so I can't just yeah, their actual gun is in their inventory, so then I'm not going to be able to just remove it like by getting rid of it from the scene. Now, inventory. Prefab unpack. Cossack inventory. So they got a gun in their inventory. If I remove their gun, it's gonna make the behavior go all funny. So another dirty trick I can do is make an invisible gun. This is not how I would normally do this sort of thing. This is why we have a separate branch for the trailer, because we're basically just doing hacks like this to get this done quickly. So if I was to do this properly, I'd have to basically do like a separate behavior for him, and we will do a separate behavior. So that's like the kind of AI that tells him, what animation to play, when to do it, and so on. So we have to have a separate behavior for shooting with a rifle, another behavior for shooting with a cannon. But that's quite a bit more time consuming, and I just want to get it to look a certain way and right now. So we're gonna give these guys a different inventory. Which is gonna have an invisible rifle in it, so you can't see that they're shooting. Wondering Cossack cannon. Alright, prefab unpack. Right, and in here we want to make a invisible gun. And gun attack behavior, muzzle flash. I'm just gonna make like an empty game object here. And see if I can just swap this out. So muzzle flash and smoke are all going to be empty. Okay, and now let's just have a look at this behavior and see if it's gonna break because of that. So we start and then find first weapon. Does this actually equip it though? Try get equipment. Right, okay, no, it just gets a reference to it. And then gun invis. Now, the trouble with these hacks is that it's kind of like lying a little bit, and if you're lying too much, you can. Well, you shouldn't lie anyway, but I think every game developer, when they're trying to just do like a trailer or something, they don't really care about making everything look work within the confines of the actual rule set of the game. It doesn't really make sense to do that. So here's inventory. It's got an invisible gun, and I want to put invisible gun here. Why can't I do that? Okay. Let's try this differently. So both of these guys have the invisible gun here. Now I want to copy this and change this to invis. We need to clean up our project because it's taking so long to like serialize everything. Wandering Cossack gun settings. Why can't I add it in there? Gun. Oh, there we are. Okay. Some weird serialization thing. Okay, so I've got my invisible gun here, and now there's some weird rendering problems. Okay, so now I'm gonna make this gun invisible. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete that. Keep the script here because I don't want the I don't want scripts to fall over. And then our muzzle flash and smoke. Does this have any scripts on it? Okay, so I've got my invisible gun here. I think I'm gonna try to gun attack behavior. Just might copy this, make this invis. And copy this and make this. Right, and over here I want to set these. It's probably gonna it's probably not gonna like it, so let's make a new object and just put the empty game object here. Okay, and in theory that should all work. So they shouldn't have a gun and they shouldn't have a muzzle flash. So I don't know how to get it to Unity to not take so long to just start the scene. If you know, if you have any ideas, leave them in the comments, because this is like kills productivity. I've had this problem for a long time. So it's takes so long to like start. Alright, well that looks promising, so it's kind of annoying that they're that they get stuck like that. Let's see if I can, if they're actually playing that other animation that I have. So I feel like this animation, I need to update it so it repeats loop time. I probably shouldn't do that at runtime, but yeah, shouldn't do that at runtime. So, I mean, so far it's been an hour, and all I've done is change these guys' animation and make the witches shoot in different directions. So it's nothing really super valuable, right? I mean, it's a little things that you do towards to, you know, kind of inch your way towards perfection, to having a really nice looking trailer without obvious issues in it. We're not a AAA studio or anything like that. We don't have those sort of resources. Yeah, that looks much better. The main thing is that they don't look like they're frozen. The other thing that I want to do is so these have like root motion not set correctly because their feet are sliding around and they shouldn't be. So let's see, what animation are they doing? So they're doing magic attack. And this is in here. Okay, let's try with these enabled. I originally said I wanted to make that Cyclops throw stones, but it looks like I'm gonna have to do that in another video because I have to go and do other things shortly. Now, if you'd like me to keep making videos like this, or you want me to you know, just kind of keep it to the highlights and keep this to, like, I don't know, a 5-minute video or 10-minute video where I just talk about what I'm doing and show the before and after or something, then you know, I can do that. Just, yeah, that doesn't look any better. So, you know, if I that's what I want. Alright, so I have to re-enable root motion on all of them. Okay, and now take, this will be the final take before I end the video. So yeah, if you want me to talk about different things, talk more about one thing or less about another, let me know. I can't do a whole bunch of video editing. Like, if I do that, then I might as well make entertainment videos focused on something else. If I'm doing game development, I have to really kind of, if I'm being honest, and doing actual game development rather than videos first, game development second, then they're gonna be a bit different. Why are they spinning around? That's annoying. After I do root motion, they tend to spin, change direction eventually. So I think I have to like lock their rotation or something. Oh. What was really nice is having so these supposedly don't, so these are root motion and these are M is M. I don't know what M's supposed to mean. I guess it means not root motion, but who knows? If you know, leave it in the comments. Alright, so I turned off the rotation, and whether it works or not here, this will be the last time I play this. I'll probably fix it like offline, so it would just be a lot of trial and error. And then I'll make another video about making the Cyclops throw the rock at the tower. So I don't get why they're rotating every time. Alright, but I'm gonna end it here. I'll fix that later.